For the past few months, I've had the amazing experience to be a part of a team that includes heads of organizations from all over the world, people who own multi-million dollar businesses, and people who are making great strides in different areas of their professions. Yes, it absolutely feels a bit small to be surrounded with such great and amazing people. But what really brings us all together in that team is a desire for personal growth. People are able to live a life of impact while making some really good income because they are systematically taught and their minds are programmed to live in alignment with their purpose. Now, before I go any further, if you found this video because you were searching on the topic of how to write a statement of purpose for a college admission in the US, this video will not address that necessarily, but you will absolutely learn so much more to help you be laser focused in life. The longer I'm on this amazing team, the more I realize that finding your purpose will open up incredible doors of opportunity and help you live a significant life. A few weeks ago here on my channel, I talked about how to find your purpose in life. If you want to check that out, click the card above here. Now in this video, I want to teach you how to write a purpose statement and why it is important to have one. The process of writing out a purpose statement can absolutely be life-changing for you. Now there are 5 main areas in your life, and I recommend that you start writing a statement of purpose for each of those areas and then blend it into one. I'll give you a quick rundown of those 5 areas. The first is your spiritual life, your awareness in your walk with God. The second is your primary love relationships. They are your spouse, your kids, your parents, your siblings. The third is in the area of your work and personal growth. The fourth is in the area of your health and fitness. And the fifth is in the area of both time and money. How much freedom do you have in those areas and your purpose in making them? Well, let's talk about the first area, the area of your spiritual life. As a believer in Jesus, my purpose is to live according to what the Lord has called me to live, which means I am walking in awareness that I'm forgiven because of what He did on the cross of Calvary. And as a child of God, my purpose is to please Him in everything I do. And the only way I will know what pleases Him is if I'm reading His Word and spending time in prayer daily. So my purpose in this area would be to having a quiet time of meditation in His Word, to know Him and His will, and all that I do, whether it's going to church or tithing or giving to charity or sharing the gospel or using my talents, they're all an expression of my purpose in the area of my spiritual life. The next area is in the area of your primary love relationships. They are my spouse, my kids, my parents, my siblings. These are the relationships I feel responsible for. My purpose is to be sacrificially loving, nurturing, life-giving in my words and behavior, and available with my time and resources. I also have a purpose to build them up. You know, relationships can get messy, but if you have your main focus in front of you, it becomes a pointer to help guide you back to the center when you seem to kind of go off track. So who are your main important relationships and what is your purpose in those relationships? The third area is in the area of your work and personal growth. Do you know that the majority of people's lives are spent earning a living? It's really good to have a purpose for your work and growth. If you don't know where you're going and what you want in the area of your work other than a paycheck, if you don't set any goals and you're not striving for them, you probably are going to stay stagnant. If you're all in love with your 9 to 5, that's awesome, but if your day job is sucking the life out of you, you need to consider your purpose in this area because you cannot fulfill your destiny doing a work that you despise. The fourth one is in the area of your health and fitness. Most of us take our health for granted until some major diagnosis shakes us up. But becoming aware of our habits around food and exercise to maintain what has been gifted is absolutely important. The fifth area is in the area of both time and money. Ever wonder why time and money slip away so easily? What are you doing to take control of your financial future and create freedom in the way you spend your time? If your overall purpose is to live a life of impact for God and His kingdom, It's hard to focus on that when you are buried in debt up to your eyeballs. Is your purpose to live frugally so you can save enough to be able to live financially independent? Do you see why purpose statements are important? They introduce such order into your lives, especially into decision making. Why you do what you do and the filter through which you make all your decisions. That is your purpose. Now, this might come as a shocker, but people who are successful, they make decisions very quickly because they know the things that are in alignment with their purpose. Now, in closing, I have a question for you. Do you know your purpose? Do you make decisions in alignment with your purpose? People say life happens to you. I kind of disagree with that. Life does not happen to you, it happens through you. And writing out a purpose statement is a great way to lay the groundwork to live it out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.